Good morning. Welcome to not today, sunny Central Texas. It's kind of overcast. It's the sprinkly time of the year, and it's doggy time. So Dyson and I are outside. He gets real excited when he's telling me it's doggy time. And instead of being off in front of the truck today, he's over here on the grass. Aren't you, buddy? You my doggy? It's also trying out the microphones I got. One receiver, 2 microphones, and 2 of the fuzzy covers. I guess people think that users are going to leave them on their shirt and wash it. Better give them a spare. So I've got them. Oh, kind of running out of stuff to talk about. The new batch of sauerkraut is starting to smell like sauerkraut. But I have been asked repeatedly in the last month if I had any more of that peach jam with the habaneros in it. It's not a lot of habaneros. Just enough to give it a little zip. But, pretty much tells me it's time to make some. The person who is out is in no shape to make some. I'm harassing a wasp with a red light device. I'd like him to go back to his nest and stay there. I'm also using it on my knee where I have a little bit of a broken up surface on the skin. And this is small, but it's a Life Pro device. Turn it off for a minute. They have larger. I do want a large box, but for now this will do, and it is making a difference. I took some pictures where the skin is broken up, so I had something to go by. I've had this, I want to say a month now. I can check my order and delivery dates on Amazon and be sure, but roughly a month. And I have taken the photos of the places where I was using it, on my ankle, my shin, and my knee. And there is improvement. What you doing, puppy dog? It's the sort of thing that should have a more obvious amount of improvement than the Sorrel products I'm using. I mean, it's skin, so the collagen active, which is in my electrolyte drink this morning. Good for the joints, good for the skin. Come on, buddy, come say hi to the internet. Come here. Silly. He's my boy. Aren't you? You're my boy. You gonna come down here a little ways? I'm only out here because you asked me to come out here. Yeah, I've got a friend who, half of his body is pretty much useless after an aneurysm, which is a lot of the same effect as a stroke, but, it happened a long time ago and muscles are atrophied and there's not really a lot of recovery happening there. So he lives with it, he deals with it. Then of course injured the other shoulder. So both arms are pretty much useless until further notice. And he needs surgery for the shoulder, but he's trying to get the insurance company to understand that he needs aftercare more than just, waking up and getting out of the hospital. No, he's got to have serious aftercare because he cannot take care of himself unless he can use one arm or the other, and he cannot use either right now. And this is a person who wants some jam. I will make him some jam. I'm okay with that. I will probably be making the jam Thursday. I might make jam today and then process it tomorrow before class. Hey, buddy. Something get your attention? Oh, well. Alright, I bought the fruit. I bought the sugar. Might as well use it now. I've got it, right? Hey, buddy, what's up? What you smelling? Yeah, this is where the phone fell down. I had a fumble. I was setting up the stick and I knocked the receiver for the microphone right off the end of my phone. And then the phone came right out of the holder and went flying towards the little dog. And he's small enough for that to mean an injury, so... What? Hey, the yard needs mowed. We'll find out if one of the boys wants to make some money. Here, come here. Come show your pretty face. There we go. Mwah. Yeah, I got tape. I got tape on toes because the callus under the muscle pad gets bent and feels weird and painful. And on 2 more toes because somebody recently fumbled a plate and tried to sweep it up. But, oh buddy, your hair. I pick up shards. Apparently I do it with my toes. Sharp little things I do not need. Find out what that sounds like with a microphone on my neck. I have to take this guy back in just a little while because there's a package coming. Plumbing parts. Joys of homeowner life. Because depending who you are and what you do and how you feel like spending money, you don't spend money for a plumber to come when the problem is something you can get parts for down the road at Home Depot and Lowe's in Hutto. Or you can get the parts you need on Amazon and order them, and they should be delivered between 10 and 3. Well, somebody decided you needed to buy parts before Home Depot and Lowe's were open. So order was placed. And it's almost 10. We live further out from where Amazon sends things out from in this area. So for us, the arrival time might be closer to 2:30 or even all the way to 3. That's okay. And I've got a couple of chuck steaks to have for dinner. What up, puppy dog? I hope you're not licking the deck. You don't need splinters. Finding ants. Ants and flies are good indicators of what you should or should not be consuming. If there's anything worthwhile in a food, they will go to it before they will go to the nearby almost foods like the Frankenstein ice cream products. And you can put a tablespoon slice off a margarine stick on a saucer and put a slice of real butter right next to it, and the butter will get attention before the margarine will. I saw a short just a little while ago. Somebody was noticing this about their bread. They had some bread that was of an age you would expect mold. No mold. Nothing for the mold to live on, apparently. Yeah, you're a sweet puppy. You're not a puppy. You're a dignified old man, aren't you? Anyway, they were showing the natural bread they had bought, because all the stores like to offer these other options, just in case you want something that'll be real clear about when to throw it out. Bread doesn't last too long without getting moldy unless it's got a lot of stuff added to it that should not be in the bread anyway. I think that's pretty much true of a lot of stuff. If something is important to you, put the proper version next to the not organic, not as healthy version. Put the good stuff next to the stuff that's not so good, and find out if it's something that even a microbe would not touch. Okay, I get the message, buddy. I think he's saying it's time to go in, because he didn't see his little buddy, and he can hear roosters and other things, and it's going to start getting pretty warm. It's probably in the upper 70s, lower 80s right now. And with the clouds, we will either have some rain after a bit, or we might just have high humidity. I don't care. Now, this time last week, I was sporting wasp stings on my ankles. I still am. I can tell where I was stung, except one's almost healed and one's kind of knotted up a little bit. It'll take a little more for that to go down. That's my life. I'm still going to Tai Chi 3 times a week. I'm still a big advocate for gentle exercise. What's reasonable for you? I like Tai Chi. Some people like Kung Fu. And where I go, they teach it as they teach both as combat martial art. And that we've been doing some fan work and some straight sword and some chin. For a little while, the videos were not working, and they're great for training away from class. When I'm there, I've got Master Duncan or Master Christie or Master Mariah and some of the others. Yeah, I've got people there I can say, hey, what am I doing? Is this part coming first, or is this part coming first? But when I'm at home by myself trying to make my notes a little bit better for this, then it helps to have the video. The video is on Spark app, and it only works if you got clearance for it anyway. But I got some snake pokwa I need to be doing. And I got a dog complaining to go in. He knows he's got seconds in his bowl. So I gotta start wiggling this thing out from where I stood it. There we go. But remember, whether it's sunny or cool or raining or whatever. Oh yeah, there's some sun. It's gonna be hot and humid today. It is nice to get some sun. Although now it's getting up high enough that the wavelength is going to be just a little bit wrong for what I need the red waves for. Because the red and near infrared help you heal. I got this patch on my knee that's bigger than the palm of my hand. And the other shin, about palm sized, and my ankle. And my doggy wants to go in. So, get your light early, midday, and late, because the different wavelengths are good for us for different things. Get your water and your electrolytes. I already swallowed down my Stem Enhance Ultra and my Plasma Flow. I do believe that the Sorrel products are helping. And I decided to go ahead and try a round of the Cyactive. I'm hoping that helps. But, yeah, get exercise, do the things that are good for you. And if something is just optional, make sure you're getting recommendations from people who want what's best for you. The husband is still anemic. But the doctor who had told him to start taking iron told him not to get anything special. Just take the cheap kind. Well, you know why, don't you? Not much money to be had in eating meat with the iron that is easier to uptake, the heme iron, which is also available as a supplement. So he's got that. And when he wants more fish or more chicken or pork, the foods that have a little less of the heme iron, because he doesn't eat liver. So when he wants those things and he's not uptaking enough iron, then he takes the tablet of the healing iron. I take the stem enhance every day. Sometimes twice a day if I manage to get a little bit ahead of it. Because I can't think of anything that is more useful in the body than your own stem cells. That's what it does. It nourishes the production and triggers the release of your own stem cells. Being a smaller company, I mean, it's still pretty much worldwide, but being a U.S. company, they're bound by U.S. laws. The FDA says they can't make any claims. No claims, except that it is proven to cause you to produce and release more of your own stem cells. And the older we get, the more difficult it becomes for us to release those. So that's why the stem enhance has the trigger to make you release them. And the plasma flow helps take fibrin deposits out enzymatically, because the enzymes are the natural way to do it. And that helps your blood flow carry the stem cells to where you need them. I cannot promise that one or another thing will happen. Oh, this might cause whatever to heal. It might not, according to the FDA. Now, for one thing, the medical world would like you to think the only way stem cells will do you any good is if they gather them, collect them from your system, and then put them just in one or another particular spot. I don't have any such particular spots that need them. But I've been on increased stem cells for over a year. And I have things happening. I can't even promise the same things that are happening for me would happen to anyone else. I hear slow moving vehicles. And where I'm sitting, I can't tell if the neighbor's trash has been picked up, which would tell me I need to put my shoes on and go out the back and bring my bins back where they belong. But it's time to take a doggy in, isn't it, puppy? Let's see if I can do this without fumbling the receiver off of the phone again. And, okay. So, get your gentle exercise. Consider this a roll products if you're not already on them. Oh, I do not need a wasp buzzing around my hand. Okay. Eat what's good for you. Remember, if the ants, flies, and microbes are not interested in it, you probably shouldn't be either. Because if it won't even grow mold, how do you know there's anything there for you? But take care of yourselves. If anyone wants the link to the guy who was showing the dates on his bread bags, let me know. I could probably find it again. But I got the doggy waiting. Well, it doesn't seem like we've been out very long, but if he's ready, he just might be thirsty or something. Alright, take care. Grandma loves you. Bye-bye.